Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among the rolling hills, there lived a young man named Marcus. Marcus was known throughout the village for his restless mind. He was always thinking, analyzing, and worrying about the past and the future. His mind was cluttered with thoughts, and he could never find peace. One day, Marcus heard about a renowned Stoic philosopher who lived atop a distant mountain. The philosopher was said to possess the secret to finding inner peace and tranquility. Intrigued, Marcus decided to embark on a journey to seek the wisdom of this Stoic sage. After days of arduous travel, Marcus finally reached the top of the mountain. There, he found the Stoic philosopher sitting quietly, his eyes closed in deep meditation. Marcus approached the philosopher and bowed respectfully. "Master," Marcus said, "I have come seeking your guidance. My mind is restless, and I yearn for inner peace. Can you teach me how to calm my thoughts?" The Stoic philosopher opened his eyes and looked at Marcus with a serene smile. "Calm your thoughts, you say? Very well, I will teach you," he replied. The philosopher led Marcus to a small courtyard adorned with a beautiful garden. In the center of the courtyard, there was a large stone basin filled to the brim with water. Marcus watched as the philosopher picked up a ladle and dipped it into the basin, scooping up a ladleful of water. He then poured the water into a smaller, empty bowl. "Now, Marcus," the philosopher said, "your task is to empty the basin. You must transfer all the water from the basin to the smaller bowl without spilling a single drop." Marcus looked at the task before him and felt puzzled. How could he possibly empty the entire basin of water into such a small bowl? Nonetheless, he accepted the challenge and began scooping water from the basin. For hours, Marcus diligently scooped and poured, but no matter how hard he tried, the basin remained filled with water. Frustration crept into his heart, and his mind became even more restless. The Stoic philosopher observed Marcus's struggle with a compassionate gaze. He walked over and gently placed his hand on Marcus's shoulder. "Marcus, my dear student," the philosopher said softly, "you are trying so hard to empty the basin, but you have forgotten the first and most crucial step. To empty the basin, you must first empty your mind." Marcus looked at the philosopher, his eyes filled with confusion. "Master, how do I empty my mind?" The philosopher smiled warmly. "Let go of your worries, your fears, and your attachments," he said. "Focus only on the task at hand. Be fully present in this moment, and the rest will follow." Marcus took a deep breath and let go of his frustration. He stopped trying so hard to empty the basin and instead focused on each scoop of water, savoring the sound and the sensation of it. Gradually, he entered a state of flow, his mind becoming clear and his movements effortless. As Marcus emptied his mind, something miraculous happened. The basin seemed to respond to his newfound tranquility. With each scoop, the water flowed effortlessly into the smaller bowl, and the basin gradually emptied. Finally, Marcus poured the last drop of water into the small bowl. He looked at the Stoic philosopher with amazement and gratitude. "You see, Marcus," the philosopher said, "when you empty your mind, you allow the universe to flow through you. You become one with the task at hand, and everything falls into place." Marcus realized that true peace and clarity resided within him all along. From that day forward, he carried the wisdom of the Stoic philosopher in his heart, reminding himself of the words of Epictetus. "It is not events that disturb people. It is their judgments concerning them." He embraced the Stoic principles of focusing on what he could control and letting go of what he could not. Through this, he found the inner peace he had been seeking.